Before we start today's video, I want to share with you a brand that recently reached out to me called Premium Jane and their premium CBD products. And when I looked this brand up, like I do every brand that reaches out to me, I instantly saw the passion behind the brand through their team and their mission to deliver authentic and top-notch CBD products that actually work. Of course, too, they sent me over a couple of things for me to share with you, and the first is their CBD Gummies, which are laboratory tested for safety, purity, and potency. These have 25 milligrams CBD per gummy, and there's 30 per bottle, and they're very adamant that they have no animal products inside them. They're also non-GMO, totally organic, and they are free of pesticides, solvents, and chemical fertilizers. Next, too, we have the Eucalyptus Topical Salve, which combines the use of the CBD for its natural benefits with the cooling effect of eucalyptus to create a multifunctional experience. Just like the gummies, too, this has a lot of stuff going for it, like being free of pesticides, solvents, chemical fertilizers, and it's non-GMO. It's also sourced from 100% organically grown Kentucky hemp. To check out both of these CBD products from Premium Jane, you can just follow the link right down in the description there. I also want to extend a big thanks to Premium Jane for sending these out for me to look at as well. Now, on to today's episode. What is happening, guys? Mike here. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are looking at a brand that we've examined in the past here, 7 Potions. They went through a bit of a change recently, and I thought we should take another look here, starting first with the 7 Potions paste. Alright, according to the brand, the 7 Potions paste provides you with that perfect blend of hold and styling freedom. They also say it doubles as a nourisher to promote healthy hair. Officially speaking, they list this as a medium hold water-based formula with a matte finish, and it comes in a 3.4 ounce tin and sells for $21.99 US. Looking inside the tin here now, we've got a nice creamy whipped looking product. I mean, you can pretty much see how smooth this product is just by looking at it. It's very smooth. It's got that whipped texture to it, and it comes out of the tin with no effort as well. And while you might expect it to be super creamy on the level of maybe a lotion, there's definitely a little body to it, so it's not 100% creamy in the hand. And one thing I noticed right away too was there wasn't any stickiness present. It's not tacky, it's not sticky, anything like that. It's just smooth and creamy basically. So we do need to move on to see where it goes from here, and we're going to do that right now. We're going to throw it in the hair, and I'm going to be running dry hair as usual with nothing else in there, no tonics, pre-stylers, anything like that. And adding this into my dry hair is a bit different, meaning it actually does have a different effect going in the hair than it is just in your hand, so keep that in mind. When it is applied to the hair, some more of that structure comes out. I think it combines with the dry hair to kind of play off each other to create some of the hold that you can actually feel. It is still lightweight and creamy, of course, but the tack does start to come out once it's combined with that dry hair. As far as styling and sculpting goes, I am able to do that fairly easily as well because of the slickness that is still present in the product. It really moves without issue. It's no problem at all to use a comb and get things moved into position here. And again, we can really see that it's pretty slick as I'm doing this, but again, it has that structure to it, so you can freely move it around and get it into the position you want. And I think in this area, it's actually fairly responsive. The finish here I'm seeing too is more of a natural finish. I just wanted to point that out as the product features listed it as matte. Here's a look now at the same style 4 hours in, and I do think the finish has settled a little bit, but otherwise I think it looks pretty much the same. I know folks think it's hard to judge with my long hair, but this actually shows more. I think the long hair actually shows more because a product really needs to be solid to hold my heavy hair in place, and I have to say, so far this is doing pretty well. Here's a look now 8 hours in, and I can see some signs of it letting up. I gotta be honest, it's kind of letting up a little bit. It's much looser in the back and more free up top for sure. I do think it might be hard to see on camera a little bit, but I do think some of you that know what to look for, some of you that watch the channel a lot and have seen a lot of these demos with me, you might be able to see it fairly easily. There is a portion of it that's kind of let loose there, but again, we are talking about 8 hours into the day, so for me, that's really not the worst thing in the world. Moving over to the washout now, this one here was not a water rinse for sure. It definitely needed one shampoo to come out. A lot did come out with the water, but I could tell some was still there for sure, so one shampoo was needed, and for me, as I've always said, that still qualifies as easy washout because I do wash my hair every day, and really one shampoo for me is not that big a deal. Moving right into the scent though, this one, it's kind of a floral scent, and I do have to say this one didn't jive with my allergies at all. As I always say, this isn't the fault to the brand, you know, because I do have those scent allergies. I've got some pretty nasty allergies actually, but these types of scents have always been troublesome for me, these floral scents, and it was turned up a bit too. I do think it's a bit strong, but other than that, you know, it's not really the brand's fault that their scent just tripped my allergies, but I do need to be honest about that as well. That's pretty much all the checklist on this one though. After doing my tests and getting everything together, I do think overall it's a solid medium holding paste, which is something that I actually appreciate. I appreciate the fact that they didn't label it a firm or a heavy hold or some kind of crazy term like that. They were correct and honest in their labeling on this one, and I think it's very accurate. I mean, styling with it was very easy. It presented itself immediately and without issue. The responsiveness of the product was instant, and I thought overall it was actually quite good in the styling and the shaping and all of that. I thought that was pretty good. The downfalls here for me lie within the scent, as I already described, and then maybe the endurance, which I'm actually tempted to call half criticism because I don't really think a product going 8 hours is a problem, but being as it did begin to drop right around there, I still feel it's important to mention it. Overall, I do have to say I think this was a pretty solid medium holding product. I know some of you out there really look for products like this, so if you're looking for a solid medium, I can recommend this based on the styling and performance alone. And if you would like to check this one out from 7 Potions, I will put a link in the description for you to check them out if you're interested. That's pretty much it though for this video. Thank you so much for joining me here today. If you enjoyed what you saw here today, hit that like button for me and make sure you're subscribed if you haven't already. Let me know in the comment section what you thought of what I presented here today. I'm always interested in hearing what you guys have to say, so thank you so much for doing all of that in advance. I will be back, of course, with you right here very soon, and until then, take it easy. I'll see you next time.